All right, so what do we got here? First of all, the voting nonsense. Florida, Palm Beach County, Broward County. This is the criminal area of Florida. Justice, I mean, corrupt as can be. You name it. The voting rigged, all that stuff happened, right? Recount. Okay, recount. Oh, shoot, we've got more Republicans counted than Democrats. Okay, Palm Beach and Broward, we're going to turn our recount votes in 2 minutes late so that we go and revert back to the old votes count, according to the Florida statute. Because why? Because more effing Republicans were counted. Oh, we don't want that. Now let's go back to the old count. Effing criminals. So here's something that you might find, just shocking. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect this. No way from these criminals. MiamiHerald.com. Epstein sex abuse victims press judge for decision on tossing lenient plea deal. He got a lenient plea deal? Yeah, he did. Victims of accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein, who have waged a 10-year-long fight for justice, on Monday pressed a federal judge to finally take action on their motion to throw out a controversial plea agreement that gave the politically connected multimillionaire immunity from federal prosecution. We'll handle this locally, and we'll give you immunity from the feds, because if the feds come in, you're in trouble. What you did to those underage kids, you're in big trouble. But we can just, just sweep it under the rug. Lawyers for Epstein's victims filed the request in the Southern District of Florida, asking Judge Kenneth Mara to either make a decision or set a date for a hearing on the motion to vacate the deal. That request, which many legal experts consider a long shot, has been awaiting his ruling for more than a year. Epstein, 65, was given what victims advocates consider one of the most lenient plea deals for a serial sex offender in history. The New York hedge fund manager, Epstein, faced a possible life sentence for molesting dozens and perhaps hundreds of underage girls at his Palm Beach mansion. Not even the island, not even the orgy island, just his place in Palm Beach mansion from 2001-2006, according to federal court documents. 2008, then Miami U.S. Attorney Alexander Acosta signed a non-prosecution agreement that allowed him to plead guilty on 2 prostitution charges in state court. So let's just do a little research first of all. Attorney, I'm going to start with, and here I'll share my screen with you. Kenneth Mara, the judge. Where did he come from? President George Bush nominated him to the U.S. State's District Court for the Southern District of Florida on January 23, 2002, to a new seat created by 114 Statute 2762. He was confirmed by the Senate 82-0. Interesting. A Bush appointee, you don't say. So let's just... Attorney Alexander Acosta, what comes up? Wikipedia. I haven't even done this. It's first time. First time doing this right now. American attorney, academic, and politician who is the 27th and current U.S. State's Secretary of Labor. Well, that's Renee and Alexander. Is that the same one? Is that the same one? Florida? Well, it says Florida. Oh. Only son of Cuban immigrants. He's a native of Miami, Florida. Largest domestically owned Hispanic community bank in Florida. He became the new chairman of U.S. Century Bank, the largest domestically owned Hispanic community bank in Florida. That's interesting. U.S. Attorney for Southern District of Florida. This is him. In 2005, he began serving as U.S. Attorney for Southern District of Florida, where his office prosecuted the lobbyist Jack Abramoff, the terrorism suspect Jose Padilla, the founders of the Cali cartel, and Chuck MacArthur Emanuel, the son of Liberia's former leader. The district also targeted white-collar crime, prosecuting several bank-related cases, including one against Swiss Bank, UBS. The case resulted in UBS paying $700 million in fines. Again, fines, no jail time, fines. And for the first time in history, the bank provided the United States with the names of individuals who were using secret Swiss bank accounts. Just scrolling through here, let's see. Palm Beach, was this... Other notable cases during his tenure included the corruption prosecution of Palm Beach County Commission Chairman Tony Masciolotti, Palm Beach County Commissioner Warren Newell, Palm Beach County Commissioner Mary Carty, and Broward Sheriff Ken Jean. the conviction of Cali cartel founders, whatever, and the importation of 200,000 kilos of cocaine, which resulted in 2.1 billion forfeiture. Now, my question is that him taking care of people that were good guys? And that's what they're just, we got to get him in there. Because look, right here, while serving as U.S. Attorney for Southern Florida, Acosta negotiated a controversial plea deal agreement, Jeffrey Epstein case, which became a focus of congressional concern in late 2018, as Acosta's name was being circulated as a possible successor to Trump administration Attorney General Jeff Sessions. In November 2018, the Miami Herald published a detailed report critical of Acosta's work on the Epstein case, summarized here. So, this is interesting, right? Who is this guy? How did he get there? How did he become the U.S. attorney? How did he get that position? Was he somehow put in? Let's see, President Bush. Right here. George W. Bush. Acosta. Born here. In office, member of the National Labor Relations Board. In office, sir. President. Well, it says president. Doesn't say who. I'm trying to see how he got this position. Let me just pause this for now. Okay, as usual, I press pause, and then 3 seconds later, I find it. Acosta served in 4 presidentially appointed U.S. Senate-confirmed positions in the Bush administration. From 01 to 02, he served as principal deputy. So again, you can see these people are all tied together. And I find it very hard to believe that a good guy, he went after the white-collar crime family and the sheriff. Right, and who's the sheriff now? We know a criminal's sheriff now. So Sheriff Ken Jean, former Democrat member of the Florida State Senate and former sheriff of Broward County. He resigned as sheriff in September of 2007 after having pleaded guilty to federal tax evasion and mail fraud. That's typically what you see when the FBI goes after somebody and they have nothing on them. Like they tried to do with, when at Flynn, they tried that shit with too. The same crap. He was sentenced to a year and a day in federal prison. '72, he was a prosecutor. So again, they got rid of this guy and then put up corrupt Sheriff Israel. Before being assigned to his permanent prison, Gene resided in the Federal Detention Center in Miami. In December 2007, he was transferred there. Later that month, he moved there. Located Appalachian Mountains. Okay. Gene served most of his sentence in the Virginia prison. By September 2008, he was moved back to FDC Miami as he was a possible witness in a civil case against the Broward County Sheriff's Office involving a jail beating. So, makes me wonder, the things you see on MTV or TV, where are they now? I'd like to see what he's doing. I'd like to see what he has to say about that. I wonder if he, got taken down by the deep state, essentially. And they told him, look, we got, you can't win. Plead guilty and you'll get some jail time. You'll leave that position. We get to fill it with our guy, Israel. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just, my time researching and doing things on YouTube, I see connections and I see things. So I see a whole lot of things here that are telling me some wrongdoing may have happened, and it may not have necessarily been him. Because we know we got a criminal over there now. Criminals, excuse me. So, anyways, Jeffrey Epstein gets away practically with one of the worst cases ever. No federal charge. We'll just keep that way down. No, don't worry about it. Appointed by Bush. Judge, Bush. This guy, Bush. You got to be kidding me. Anyways, how's that for you? Take care.